Okay, so as we mentioned earlier, our route today is going to take us across the other side of the sectional chart. So because of that, there is an extra step that we have to take to be able to draw a direct line between our 2 points, and that's where our blank piece of paper comes in handy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our blank piece of paper, and keep in mind, as we saw in the last video, that the items kind of at the very edge of the sectional are actually duplicated on the other side of the sectional at that edge. So that's going to help us draw our line here. So we're going to take our blank piece of paper and we're going to essentially line the edge up with the center of our departure airport in this case, since that's closest to the edge of the chart. And we will move the top of the paper up towards the top edge of the chart here. And basically what we're trying to do is transfer some features towards the edge of the chart onto our blank piece of paper. So the first thing we're gonna see here, looks like there's perhaps a couple roads, a road right here and a road right here. There's an airway here, there's an airway over here, there's a power line that goes down this way, there's a line of longitude that goes down this way. So we're going to transfer some of those things onto our blank piece of paper. I'm going to start by essentially marking, if I slide this over just a skosh more, right about there. So I'm going to mark the center of Brainerd with an X right there on our blank piece of paper. And then I'm going to look up here and I'm going to see those features that come down from the chart here. So the line of longitude here is going to be a great reference. I'll just kind of do a rough sketch of that there. We have our road that appears to come down that way, and there looks like there's a town, the town of Pine River is right about there. We've got our power line that comes down from this way. We've got our Victor Airway, which comes down from this way. Let's see, is there anything else? There's another Victor Airway up here. Might be good to transfer. Looks like there's another road right here that comes down that way a little bit. Okay, so that's probably a pretty good start for what we need. So we're going to go ahead and flip to the other side. Now keep in mind Pine River Airport is right there. So if we flip over to the other side of the chart and find our destination, Grand Forks. So there's Grand Forks. Now if we find the edge of the chart, if we find Pine River to start with, we see that we've got Park Rapids down here near the edge, and then we've got Pine River right over here. So now if we take those features that we transferred from the chart, so again we marked the town of Pine River right here, and that town is located right there. So we'll kind of overlay those items, all those. So we've got our line of longitude that's lined up, we've got this power line, we've got this road, and looks like we got to line up with that Victor Airway a little bit more. There we go. So that's pretty close to what we need. Now if we look back down here further on the chart, we have our destination, which is marked right here. So for this particular route, we're going to use our VFR plotter to draw our direct route between our 2 points. Now this is a little more complicated since it's such a long route, that the route is slightly longer than the length of our plotter. So let me readjust the sectional chart here. Okay. So got our destination of Grand Forks at the top, and then our Pine River Airport is over on this side. So there's a couple techniques that you can use for this. If you have an additional straight edge, which I happen to have right here, it doesn't have to be a plotter; it can be a straight edge of any kind. You can line those up together. Otherwise, you can just kind of use your eyes to best judge that straight line between those 2 points. So we are going to put that piece of paper back along the bottom here, and line up with all of those markings that we had earlier, like so. Let's see. There we go. Looks to be about right. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here so you can see a little bit better. Just there. Okay, so I'm going to align my plotter with our departure airport of Brainerd that we have marked on our blank piece of paper by that X. And then I'm going to, can't really see it off screen, but I'm lining up my other straight edges from Grand Forks. And we'll make sure that those are all lined up together, like so. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and start drawing our course line. We'll do that along our, whoops, looks like went off a little bit there. So we'll do that on our blank piece of paper to our X there, and then we'll do that on our sectional chart. Chart a little bit so you can see better. This blank piece of paper. Okay, so I've got my straight edges aligned there. I'm going to line my straight edge back up with the line, part of the line that I've already drawn. There we go. It's pretty close. Okay, and we'll continue that line. We've got our line drawn on this side of the sectional chart. Now if we flip back over to the side of the chart with Brainerd, which is our departure airport. We can go ahead and take this line and we can transfer it to this side of the sectional chart. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. You can take a pair of scissors and just cut this out, or you can fold it the best you can. So I'm going to try to fold this piece of paper along this line that we drew. There we go. That's pretty good. So now we got that piece of paper folded along that marking there, and we can line up. So we had that power line along this marking here. Let's just, oh no, that was that road there. So we got our power line, road power line. There's a line of longitude that we have lined up there in the town of Pine River. So we'll just fold that over there, and then we see that the edge of that line is on our departure airport, which is where we want it to be. So now you can go ahead and transfer that line onto the sectional chart itself, like so.